Girls are fighting again. Okay, not the girls. So, Carlos King, former producer of Real Housewives and now the producer of Love and Marriage franchise on OWN, is slamming the Real Housewives of Dubai, calling them fake.
I like to say the Real Housewives of bye-bye. Because for me, those women studied every single housewife. And it's hard for me to get into them because I don't think they're being themselves. What do y'all think?
Okay, I've only seen maybe 1.5 episodes. The only thing that stands out to me is the model girl.
Same.
Right, but I think he's talking about her. I feel like
Chanel.
Yes.
She's the main
but I feel
one.
like she's at least entertaining to watch. The others is like paint drying, right? So she keeps me. I'm looking for her for the next scene. So I will give her that.
Y'all, we about to be clipped. They gonna clip this up. Oh.
Happy Sunday, Raindrops. The word of the day is stop living in the past. The past is in the rearview mirror of your life. If you look at where you want to go, look at the windshield.
Listen, everybody, behind me is Carlos King, okay? A producer of reality TV on the OWN network. And the fans are pissed with him. I mean, pissed, okay? They started a petition. They want him removed from his duties over there on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Now, you know what? I'm not one for the cancel culture. And I don't think that toxic reality TV started and nor will it end with Carlos King. But what are your feelings? Do you think that Carlos King should be canceled? Do you think he should be removed from producing Love and Marriage Huntsville? Do you think all the toxic behavior that we see on that show starts, ends, and begins with Carlos King? Let me know your thoughts, everybody. Cancel or not cancel Carlos King?
A lot of stuff, and I ain't happy about none of it. I'm trying to figure out what's going on anyway. I mean, she had no business goddamn putting her hands on you.
I mean, that's my thing. You gonna act like this in front of your daughter, Sanjay?
Sanjay acting more like the adult. That's the way she's supposed to.
Ooh, you won't believe the mess Carlos King is wrapped up in right now. This man has made a name for himself with shows like Bell Collective, known for all the drama and juicy plot twists he's thrown on our screens. But now, it looks like Carlos is starring in a drama of his own. And honey, this one ain't scripted. He's facing a real-life legal battle with Suguchi Williams, one of the breakout stars of the show. So what in the world went down? Well, word on the street is that Suguchi started spilling some tea about Carlos and how he's been running things behind the scenes, and it was anything but flattering. From shady rumors about manipulation to some serious allegations that could tarnish Carlos's name, the tension between these two has been building for a minute. Now, Carlos is clapping back with a lawsuit, and baby, the details are wilder than you think. So, how did we get to this point? Let's take it back and break down how this whole drama started, because trust me, it's about to get real messy.
A lot of people that want to keep it a buck, we're going to keep it a buck.
Okay.
My office used to be above Credit One. And
I thought you were a nurse.
No parties. However, Kim,
Do you need the office as a nurse?
the Dark,
Where's Martha
Marcel,
laughing?
they would hang out. Part of the reason even they wanted black was they wanted a place where they could go and hang out.
And do what?
Listen to
Carlos.
music, drink, play
So,
cards.
Kimmy, I'm gonna say this to you.
Oh,
I'm
Carlos.
a gay man.
Child.
I can assure you, no man is hanging out after hours listening to Beyonce Renaissance.
No, I don't think they were
in the morning.
I don't think they were.
Okay, listen up, because Carlos King ain't just a reality TV producer. He's the undisputed king of the game. He kicked off his career on The Real Housewives of Atlanta, where he quickly became known for creating jaw-dropping storylines and moments that had us all glued to our screens, clutching our pearls. Carlos knows how to stir the pot, and he's turned that talent into a full-blown empire. From RHOA to Bell Collective, he's been behind some of the biggest hits in reality TV. For fans, Carlos's name is practically a guarantee for drama. On Bell Collective, he introduced us to a crew of bold, bossed-up women in Mississippi, giving us a front-row seat to their business moves, personal struggles, and yes, all the chaos that comes with it. People can't stop talking about how he brings these real-life issues to the screen and makes them pop. But as with any success story, not everyone's cheering him on. Some cast members have been calling out Carlos for pushing boundaries a little too far, and baby, the drama behind the scenes? Oh, it's just as intense as what we see on TV.
A lot of stuff, and I ain't happy about none of it. I'm trying to figure out what's going on anyway. I mean, she had no business goddamn putting her hands on you.
I mean, that's my thing. You gonna act like this in front of your daughter, Sanjay?
Sanjay acting more like the adult. That's the way she's supposed to.
Now here comes Suguchi Williams. who came in hot as a fan favorite on Bell Collective. But baby, she didn't come to play. She came to spill the tea. Things took a turn when Suguchi started airing some serious grievances about Carlos. According to her, while filming the show, she felt like a pawn in a game she didn't sign up for, particularly when it came to her messy feud with Selena Johnson. That drama might have had everyone tuned in, but Suguchi felt like it came at a major personal cost. She claims Carlos and the production team were all about leaning into her beef with Selena to boost ratings, and she was left feeling unprotected and emotionally drained. Suguchi said they didn't care about her mental health. They were more concerned with keeping the cameras rolling and feeding the chaos. And baby, those accusations weren't just a bad look for Carlos. They opened up a whole can of worms about how producers really treat their cast off camera. But the real fireworks went down during an infamous interview between Carlos and Suguchi. Oh, trust, this moment was a mess. Fans still remember the awkwardness as Suguchi laid it all out for Carlos. She didn't hold back, calling him out for betraying her and accusing him of putting drama before her well-being. She said she trusted him to tell her story, but instead, he pushed her into emotional turmoil for the sake of a good storyline. The tension was thick, and honey, the receipts were dropped all over that interview. Now let me tell you, one of the most unforgettable moments from that interview was when Suguchi really opened up about her experience during that infamous Selena Johnson feud. While it was messy on screen, Suguchi revealed that behind the scenes, it was a whole different story. She got real about how painful it was for her, feeling completely blindsided by how the whole thing was edited and portrayed. She even questioned if all the drama was worth it, especially given the mental and emotional toll it took on her. Carlos was sitting there, using the interview to defend his production style and how he handles the storylines. But Suguchi's raw honesty hit different. Fans were feeling her, and they didn't hold back on social media. Support poured in, with many people backing Suguchi for speaking her truth. But of course, you know how it goes. Others started dragging her, accusing her of trying to ruin Carlos's reputation just to stay relevant. One commenter said that Suguchi was just mad because she didn't get the edit she wanted, and was now throwing Carlos under the bus. Tiled, the internet was on fire with opinions from every angle. Carlos King is the GOAT of reality TV, but this move feels like damage control. If Suguchi's claims are true, it's going to tarnish his legacy, lawsuit or not. Another one added, Suguchi is brave for speaking out, but I wonder if she has receipts to back it up. Without solid proof, this might just backfire on her. Baby, no matter which side folks were riding with, one thing was crystal clear. This wasn't just a little behind-the-scenes spat between a producer and a cast member. This was a full-blown feud. The tension between Carlos and Suguchi hit its boiling point in that interview. But what went down after that? Oh, honey, it left fans absolutely shook. You thought that was the climax? Nah, the real drama was just getting started, and trust, nobody saw it coming.
Girls are fighting again. Okay, not the girls. So, Carlos King, former producer of Real Housewives and now the producer of Love and Marriage franchise on OWN, is slamming the Real Housewives of Dubai, calling them fake.
I like to say the Real Housewives of bye-bye. Because for me, those women studied every single housewife. And it's hard for me to get into them because I don't think they're being themselves. What do y'all think?
Okay, I've only seen one, maybe 1.5 episodes. The only thing that stands out to me is the model girl.
Same.
Right, but I think he's talking about her. I feel like
but I feel like
Chanel.
Yes.
She's the main
but I feel
one.
like she's at least entertaining to watch. The others is like paint drying, right? So she keeps me, I'm looking for her for the next scene. So I will give her that.
Y'all, we about to be clips. They gonna clip this up. Oh.
When Carlos King pulled the trigger and decided to sue Suguchi Williams, baby, it was like dropping a bomb in the reality TV world. Carlos is known for running the show behind the scenes, so it's rare that he's the one in the hot seat. But this lawsuit? Oh, it's flipping the script in the most dramatic way. Word on the street is that Carlos is coming for Suguchi with 2 heavy-hitting claims, defamation and possibly breach of contract. The defamation part comes from Suguchi's public allegations, where she painted Carlos as a ratings-obsessed producer who doesn't care about the mental well-being of his cast, and Carlos's legal team is not playing. They say those statements have seriously damaged his rep, not just as the mastermind behind Bell Collective, but as a big dog in the whole reality TV game. As for the breach of contract, that could be the icing on the cake if Noguchi spilled any tea that went against those strict confidentiality agreements most reality stars have to sign. These contracts usually have clauses that keep cast members from talking behind the scenes or throwing shade at the showrunner or network. If Noguchi violated that, this lawsuit could be Carlos's way of sending a message loud and clear